Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, as always, I'd like to start off giving all honor and glory, infinite praise and worship to our power, YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, HAQADASH. Double honors to our apostles, elders, great millstone, who will teach us our doctrine. The elders and bishops, a great millstone. And strong shalom to the whole full elect, the 144,000 men. Alright, the elected men, and the rest of the large multitude of men, women, and children, those believers whom the Lord will have mercy on these last days. Alright, it's your brother HAQADASH, representing Jim as Brancher and Cleveland, Lord willing, to bring out a quick and straight to the point edifying lesson. This is a woman unalived, right? The title is A Woman Unalived. From Chocolate, from Poem Reader, right? Got that title from this article you see here. Woman Unalived by Chocolate, from Poem Reader, who said she was going to be unalived soon. You know, this shit funny. This is funny. You know, this is funny. This is an example. You know, this is an example of scriptures. And Matthew will tell you that Matthew 24:12, and because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. Right? Let's see what that word. It's Matthew 24. Let's see what it says. For cold, it says psycho. Psycho.
Strong's G 5594. Psucho. Psucho.
Yeah. It says to be made or grow cool or cold. These people have the mindset of the people were conditioned. You see, when something is conditioned, it's going through a process or a stage of building up. Conditioning is supposed to fine tune something. You know what I'm saying? It prepares something for a bigger fight. You see? These people have been conditioned and been tuned, fine-tuned to the vibration, the beat, and the mindset of an Edomite. And once they practice in that over and over again in the terms of over the period of time, they become at its greatest form a version of what they could be on the left-hand side as well. That's why they all have to be purged. They all have to go, man. Okay, it says. So that this is even an example of the love of many waxing cold. You see what I'm saying? This just old, and this I'm about to go into this article. I just want to hit a quick few points. I don't remember exactly. That's her where the points are, but I'm gonna skim through this just the stuff that's in quotations. All right, because it talks about her last words. She said, I want to harp on a little bit because now it says. Yeah, man. So that's pretty much on this word. So the love of many shall wax cold, right? Grow. Dealing with the psyche, right? So the mind of the people is going to be at a high status. You see, iniquity is sin upon sin. So therefore, again, showing its status in terms of why the people are starting to react now at a higher level and not have no care. The people once, as the scriptures say, hid their sin as Sodom. You know, these people, in the sense of applying it to these people, once were in a closet. That's why they have a term like coming out of the closet, because now the wickedness has reached a certain height and a level to the point it doesn't even matter if you see them or not. They're killing people in broad daylight. I just watched a video just these Mexicans, these dudes, and these I forgot what it was, a festival. They started jumping the dude. I guess something happened where the dude did something, probably, I don't know. They jumped him, they tried to jump him, beat him down, whatever. And then the dude was able to land over the wall, pull his gun out and shot dude. You know what I'm saying? But it's just, these people were just walking up to people, blasting them, walking away slow, not running, going up, following people from banks to their homes. You know what I'm saying? And trying to bust their window, no mask on, nothing. Going to the store, stealing everything, burning caged, areas with that whole items in it, burning it with torches. Yo, these people is mad out here, man. You know? So this article is also an example of this woman's psyche, this older woman, and she's also a witch. Okay? It says woman unalived by chocolate from palm reader, right? So she was an older lady, which means she was experienced in her wizardry. I mean, not her wizardry, because that's for the men, I believe. Yeah, it's for the men. And her sorcery. You know, she was experienced in her divination. It says, now we're dealing with a palm reader. It says, all right, so it says in quotation, she vomited, her vision was a bit blurred, her body was soft. It was a matter of hours, the victim's bereaved cousin told, right, whoever. It says she was 27. It says the tragedy occurred on the 3rd of August while I ain't gonna say her name, the 27-year-old lady was walking through the city center of Maceió. I believe that's Maceió. I believe that's how you say it, pronounce it, I don't know. Brazil, a mecca for fortune tellers, right? So they were they walking through the city, the part where all this stuff takes place. It says the mother of one was reportedly stopped by an elderly woman who asked to read her palm. Pinto, except to see, you never know when it's gonna be your last. Man goings are of the Lord. That her mind not on a fixated on the Lord. You know what I'm saying? She's not thinking about YAHAWASHI. So, you know, she just living her life. She has no understanding that it could possibly be a possibility the Lord just judge her. She has no fear of the Lord. So she's not thinking logically about what's going on. And women don't even anyways. But the point is that, you know, it says Pinto accepted. I'm just keep reading. Whereupon the street seer told the young woman that she only had, it says that she had only a few days to live. That's what the old lady told the chick, that she has a few days to live. Right? It says the soothsayer then gave Pinto a piece of chocolate as a parting gift. As the candy was packaged, it didn't occur to her that it could pose any danger. Her cousin told the media, and as she was hungry, she decided to eat it. See? Hunger, this is why famine was a serious weapon. All right? And Esau knows that you can control the people with famine. All right, the lack of bread, the lack thereof, anything that may obtain to. It could be water, it could be bread, it could be a wound that's open, right? A sword on your body that's open, untreated, right? That's a famine, right? Scarcity of supplies to be able to heal yourself or consume, that people don't think when they're in a famine. That's why that's why it's going to be so gruesome out here soon. You know, she's not thinking about this chocolate like her cousin said, and which is why she decided to eat it. She's not thinking that, you know what I'm saying, this, that, or third. You know, and on top of that, man, look. So that's her. It says, It says hours after eating in Pinto. Damn, I keep saying this. Man. It says the chick started to feel seriously ill, experienced symptoms ranging from vomiting to dizziness and blurry vision. She reportedly described her condition in text messages sent to her family shortly after consuming the sweet. Her heart is racing. She said she threw up. She said she had a taste in her mouth. She says it was so bitter, bad. Damn. She was tasting death, man. Whew. So bitter, bad. My vision, she said her vision is blurry. She's so weak. Damn. It's a fearful thing to fall into the hands of the Lord, man. It says she leaned on the water tank. She said she almost fell. She said she almost met God, man. So her life was flashing before her eyes, in a sense, and she knew she was about to die. Damn, I said it. Can't help it. She knew she was about to go away for a moment, because she an Israelite, but she knew that. That's mighty. She said she leaned on the water tank. She almost fell. She almost met God. She said she didn't know why she is like that. She said she don't know why she like that, sis. She been feeling bad all day. Like, nah, imagine like you trying to figure out, and then it's like imagine this, you know what I'm saying? You gotta imagine, like think about, I'm saying, this whole, like, this concept and where she coming from, because this is she's going away slowly, and she knows it. Her spirit knows it. You know what I'm saying? This is not a good thing. You don't want to be in this position, and then you got the witch. You got the witch. Let's see. Bear with me. All right, this is I'm thinking of, hold on. This is Leviticus 20:6, and a soul that turneth after such as have familiar spirits, and after wizards, to go a whoring after them. Right? That's what she did. She sought the counsel of a witch. She sought after a familiar spirit, you see? So, and that's what she did. She allowed the old lady to proceed with the spell, and to proceed with the deceptiveness, the deception. She gave into it. And after wizards, to go a whoring after them. So what the Lord do, I will even set my face against that soul. You see? Life was taken from her. The Lord set himself in front of her, and therefore life was taken. I will even set my face against that soul. Right? He used the Lord power, right? Was displayed in the taking of her soul, man. You see? That's the Lord setting his face against the soul, to the point there's nothing you can do. It says, and will cut him off from among his people. The Lord gave her over to judgment. Right? That was judgment. Where's that? The Lord loveth. The Lord loveth judgment. Psalms 37:28 is one I was thinking about. For YAHAWASHI, YAHAWASHI loveth judgment, and forsaketh not his saints. They are preserved forever, but the seed of the wicked should be cut off. You see, so she was cut off because she was wicked. That was a judgment. She didn't do that by accident. And the Lord's the one that allowed that old lady to give her the chocolate. That was a hit. That was a hit, from YAHAWASHI. It says, but yeah, she said, she said she almost fell. She almost met the Most High. She said, the spirits know when they're about to perish. Like you think about Antiochus and these different leaders, when they knew they was about to go. It's different forms of knowing when you about to go, different scenarios, different situations, right? When one is about to go. And they're all similar in terms of obviously whether they really know when it's obvious or whether it's not really obvious. The spirits still know it to speak and say certain things and try to get right and try to correct itself in this realm before it actually goes out of this realm, because they know that the spirit know that was the whole mission in the first place, was to be purified, which means to be made whole and to be corrected. Right? Man, this article. See something. Hold up. It says, because she accepted a chocolate in the city center, she ate it. After that, she felt sick. The deceased had text before her death. At the time, it didn't even cross her mind she was an old lady. The woman was subsequently accompanied by her cousin to the Santa Casa de, I ain't even gonna say that, hospital, whereupon her nose started bleeding upon arrival. Whoo-wee. She was being consumed from within. And that's the state of the people. They've been consumed within. In Sirach, it says, give me any plague but the plague of the mind. Right? Yahawashi said, damn, I forgot about the quote, but yeah, the scripture say, like I said, in Sirach, give me any plague but the plague of the mind, because once your mind goes Sirach, being consumed from within and without, that's what's happening. You seeing the stages, she getting worse and worse, to now blood is coming from her nose, from being sick. When you sick and blood come from your nose, like it says, I ain't talking about like being hot and all that. It says at that time it didn't even. All right, let me jump back down. Despite the doctor's best efforts, the patient passed away the next day on August 4th. Ain't that something? The next day, August 4th. It's just now August 4th. According to Esau. Let me see something real quick. Let's say 1 day ago. So how she died 1 day ago? Well, how's this posted 1 day ago and it's just now August 4th? October 4th. I don't know, it's kind of fishy, but whatever. So there you have it, man. This is judgment from YAHAWASHI. Psalms. This is Psalms 99:4. The king's strength, also a love of judgment. And the king is YAHAWASHI. Yahweh is the king. YAHAWASHI is the king. And YAHAWASHI is the king's strength. He's Yahweh's right hand that execute the major missions. Right? It says the king's strength, also love and judgment. So YAHAWASHI is tell you Yahweh is a man of war. Exodus 15:4, and also to YAHAWASHI in Wisdom Solomon 18 that he's a man of war, as a fierce man of war. He leaped down from heaven as a fierce man of war. So they both love of judgment, right? So there's really no escaping, because once he come back, he's doing the bidding and the will of the Lord of Yahweh, but he also is doing it in his essence, in the sense that's carrying on the essence of the Father, because he's also being redeemed, revenged. I mean, he's also being paid back, you know what I'm saying, from his enemies. So the king's strength also loveth judgment. Thou doest establish equity. Thou executest judgment and righteousness in Jacob. And that lady was an Israelite, and the Lord executed righteousness in Jacob. You got to purge away the rebels. Rebellion is as the sin of witchcraft anyways, and you see the Lord gave her over to her lust. Witchcraft, sorcery, darkness. Psalms 19. This is Psalms 9. And 16. YAHAWASHI is known by the judgment which he executeth. So when these type of things happen, you know it came from YAHAWASHI, right? Because he attached himself to judgment. The people don't judge righteously. When it's done in righteousness, once you understand, like, okay, she might have been a damn demon, she was wicked, the Lord killed her from within. You know, he meant that, just like he did with, like I mentioned, Antiochus, right, and whoever else it applies to. Those are hits, you know, sanctioned from on high, precise hits, right? The way it be, you know, a build up, man. It's crazy. YAHAWASHI is known by the judgment which he executed. The wicked is snared in the work of his own hands. He against lie. So yeah, man. 17. The wicked shall be turned into hell, and all the nations that forget the Most High. So Lord willing, this was edifying. The Lord cast a judgment on this place. You know, these people is being consumed left and right. You know, she talking about her heart was racing. She throwing up. Yeah, that's bad, man. But that's what happens when you deal with witchcraft, man. That's the state of our nation. You know what I'm saying? Throwing up from being drunk with the philosophies and doctrines of this place, right? Having hangovers of Babylon juice, you know, which leave a bad taste in their mouth, like she's saying, which now they got to commit crimes that they necessarily don't want to commit for real. All right. But then it becomes intensified over time. The more that environment gets worse, and Jake become a product of the environment. You know, that's a bad taste in their mouth, being a product of the environment. You know what I'm saying? This lady was a product of her environment. She was walking through the city, and she was walking through this what they call it? Damn. Oh, there you go. They was walking through the city. So she's a product of her environment too, man. You know, which resulted in death, because all these witches and warlocks and sorcerers and all these people that practice these things are gonna be consumed, man. That's in the scriptures, because righteousness reigns and the king lives, you know, forever. So, what is this point at? He said, bitter bad, my vision is blurry. She said her vision is blurry, she's so weak. Yeah, like the nation of Israel was. Fail. Our vision blurry, can't see. God, so Lord willing, that was it. Lord willing is edifying. I'd like to give all honor, glory again for praise and worship to again. YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, HAQADASH, double honors again to our apostle. It was a great millstone who will teach you in sound doctrine and strong shalom to the hopeful elect and the rest of the large multitude of men and children of the Lord will have mercy on these last days. Until next time, Bible, DTA soon, shalom.